Assalamu alaikum. I pray that you are all doing well. Today is Friday, March 27. I want to say Sha'ban Mubarak to all of you. Today is Sha'ban 2nd. May Allah accept all your amal and dua during this blessed month. Please keep us in your dua, and I'm remembering all of you too. Inshallah, may Allah let these circumstances pass really fast and we all go back to our normal life soon. And I hope that you are having a good time at home, taking this opportunity to spend your time in a useful way. And I really hope to see all of you soon. For today, we're going to be working on page 9 of our MEP booklet. Today is our 5th online lesson, and by today we'll end up the first week of online lessons. Hope that you're doing good so far. I can see that most of you are submitting their work. They're trying as much as possible to go over the lessons, and that is much appreciated from your side. Question 1 on page 9, fill in the missing number. So question 1 is a basic multiplication and division question. It is a simple question. There is a missing number here. You just have to find out 4 multiplied by which number it will give me 28. So to do so, to find it, you need to divide 28 by 4, which is 7. Same here. 81 divided by a number will give me 9. To find this number, you have to divide 81 by 9. The answer is 9. Which number multiplied by 6 will give me 54? Divide 54 by 6. The answer is 9. Which number divided by 7 will give me 9? Multiply 9 by 7. You'll get 63, which is the answer. 5 times which number will give me 350? Cover the 0. So 5 times which number will give me 35? Divide 35 by 5. It is 7, and then add the 0, which make it 70 over here. 560 divided by which number will give me 7? Divide 560 by 7. Cover the 0. 56 divided by 7 is 8, and add the 0. 80. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Adding the 0, you'll get 90. 6 times 8 is 48. And then add the 0 for 80. 20 times which number is 1200. 0 goes away with the 0, so it's 2 times which number will give me 120. It is 2 times 60. 3200 divided by which number will give me 40? Cover the zeros. It's 320 divided by 4, which is 80. 5 and 450 after covering the zeros. So 450 divided by 5 is 90. And last one, 30 times 60 is 1800, because 3 times 6 is 18, and adding to 0, 1800. These are the answers: 7, 9, 9, 63, 70, 80, 90, 480, 60, 80, 90, and 1800. This question is simple. I hope you all did it and you're not facing any issues with it. You can move to question 2. Question 2. Write the area of each square in centimeter square and in millimeter squared. So how do we find the area of a square? Yeah, it's simple. You multiply the side by the side. And since the square has 4 equal sides, so it's just the side squared. So if the square, let's suppose, has a side of 5 centimeter, then the area is 5 times 5, which is 5 squared, which is equal to 25. If we want to do these squares over here, the side is 1, so 1 times 1 is 1 centimeter squared. 2 times 2 is 4 centimeters squared. 3 times 3, 9 centimeters squared. 4 times 4, or 4 squared, 16 centimeters squared. 5 times 5, or 5 squared, is 25 centimeters squared. 6 times 6, or 6 squared, is 36 centimeter squared. So these are the answers in centimeter: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. To find them in millimeter, I want to point here. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, as we know from the metric conversion. So 1 centimeter squared, which is 1 times 1, is equal to 100 millimeters squared, because it is 10 times 10, which will give me 100. So each centimeter squared is equal to 100 millimeters squared. Based on this, we can find out these. Please write a note of these, of these 2 units if you feel you're gonna forget this. So 1 centimeter squared is equal to 100 millimeters squared. 9 centimeters squared is equal to 900 millimeters squared. 25 centimeters squared is equal to 2500 millimeters squared. 4 is equal to 400. 16, 1600, and 36 centimeters squared is equal to 3600 millimeter squared. There is a quick note here that the numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on are called square numbers. We talked about these numbers previously in class. So because they are, 1 is 1 squared, 4 is 2 squared, 9 is 3 squared, 16 is 4 squared, 25 is 5 squared. This is why these numbers are called square numbers. They are the product of a number multiplied by itself. So square numbers are the product of a number multiplied by itself. That's question 2. It was quite simple too. We can move to question 3 now. Continue the sequence using your own rule. 1, 4, 9, 16. We were just talking about square numbers. So what is next? Yes, 25, and then 36, and then 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 169, and so on. And the rule in the sequence is the square numbers in increasing order. So this is 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9 squared, 10 squared, 11 squared, 12 squared, 13 squared, and so on. The natural numbers to the power 2 in increasing order, this is what I just said. Each number squared will give me one of these number in increasing order. Okay, let's look at this here. They are similar to here, but we're adding 2 zeros at the end. So the next one is 2500 here, 3600, 4900, and so on. This is B. Rule difference between terms is increasing by 200. Okay. So here the difference was 300, then here the difference is 500, here the difference is 700, here the difference is 900. This is what do they mean. It's increasing by 200, the difference between two terms. Every time it's increasing by 200. Or different sequence is 300, 500, 700, 900. Or another way to say it, 100 is 10 times 10, 400 is 20 times 20, 900 is 30 times 30, 1600 is 40 times 40, and etc. Part C, See, looks easy too. 10 times 10, 20 times 20, 30 times 30, then 40 times 40, 50 times 50, and so on. The concepts in this page are pretty simple. If you're finding any problems in solving them, please don't hesitate to ask me a question. Question 4. Calculate the required values in your exercise book. The area of a square is 10,000 centimeters squared. What length is each side? What is the perimeter? So we just said that the area of a square is side times side or side squared. So if a number squared is 10,000, how much is the side? We can say it's 100 times 100 because we have 4 zeros here. So it is 100 times 100. So the side is 100 centimeter. And since I know that the side is 100 centimeter, then the perimeter is side times 4. Why? Because the perimeter of a square is the sum of all the sides. And since the square has 4 equal sides, so the perimeter is 4 times one of the sides. It's here. So the area is 10,000 centimeters squared. So one side is 100. A is for area, P is for perimeter. And perimeter is 4 times 100 centimeter, which is 400 centimeter. Just a quick note, area is found in centimeters squared or meter squared or millimeter squared, and perimeter just centimeter, meter, or millimeter. B, the side of a square is 50. What is the perimeter? What is the area? What do we do to find the perimeter? We multiply the side by 4 or add it 4 times. So 4 times 50 is 200 centimeter. What is the area? The area is 50 times 50. 5 times 5 is 25. And then 0 times 0, 0, 0. Centimeter squared. 2500 centimeters squared. The side of a square is 25 centimeter. What is the perimeter? What is the area? For the perimeter, I do 25 times 4, which is 100 centimeter. For the area, I need to do 25 squared, which is 625 centimeter squared. The perimeter of a square is 60. What length is each side? What is the area? So if I know the perimeter now, how do I find the side? I need to divide by 4 because perimeter is side times 4, okay? And if I know the perimeter and I need to find the side, I need to divide the perimeter by 4. My perimeter is 60. 60 divided by 4 is 15 centimeter. Now that I know the side, I can find the area by multiplying 15 by 15, which is 225 centimeter squared. The side of a square is 35 centimeter. What is the perimeter? What is the area? Again, 35 times 4 will give me the perimeter, 140. And 35 times 35 will give me the perimeter, 1225. Here they're showing you an easier way. Instead of multiplying 35 by 35, 35 is 70 divided by 2. So you do 70 times 70 and divide by 2 divided by 2. You'll get 4,900 divided by 2 times. So divided first time by 2, you'll get 2,450, and then divided the second time by 2, you'll get 1,225 centimeters squared. The perimeter of a square is 560. What length is each side and what is the area? I know the perimeter. To find the side, I need to divide by 4. The answer is 140. And then what is the area? It is 140 times 140, which is 70 times 70. This time times 2 times 2, because 140 is 70 times 2. So it's 4,900 times 2 times 2, which is 19,600 centimeter squared. I know we repeated the same idea 6 times, but in the same time when doing this, you're practicing to do calculation. So please, when you get to this question, pause it and do them yourself. And then check your answers when you're done with me. Okay? Last question for today. Work out Tommy's method and use it to calculate the area of these triangles. So first, how do I find an area of not triangles, rectangles. How do I find an area of a rectangle? It is length times width. Length is A here and width is B. So I do A times B. So if it's 16, I need to do 16 times 57. Tommy did this, but he has his own way of multiplying. Let's see what is he doing. So we're multiplying 57 by 15. So what are we doing? We're adding 57 15 times, right? This is what we mean by multiplication. I'm adding 57 15 times. So here, let's see. If I added 57 plus 57, which is adding it 2 times, which is 57 times 2 is 114. And then these 2 times, they're added another 2 times, which is 57 times 4, 228. And then 57 times 8 is 456. Okay, so this is 57, sorry about that, times 1, 57 times 2, times 4, and times 8. How many times I needed? 15. So how much is 1 plus 2? 3. Plus 4, 7. Plus 8, 15 times. So if I add them all together, I will have the answer of 57 divided by 15, which is 855 meters squared. Again, if you're confused, this is 57 times 1 times 2 times 4 times 8. So if I add 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 8, 15. So if I add all these numbers, I will have 57 times 15, which is 855 meter squared. Here I have 57 times 17. So now I need 57 multiplied or added 17 times. Here is 57 times 1 times 2 times 4 times 8 and times 16. So how many times I needed? I need 17 times. So I take the 16 and I add 1 to it, because this is 57 times 1 and this is 57 times 16. 16 plus 1 will give me 17. I just add these two and the answer is 969 meter squared. Here I need 57 multiplied 19 times, so this is 16 again, plus 1, 17, plus 2, 19. So I add 57 plus 114 plus 912. I will have the answer of 19 times 57, which is 1083 meter squared. So based on this, we can do A, B, and C now. I need 57 times 16, so that's it. It's only 912. I have it ready here for me because 1, 4, 2, 4, 8, 16. So this is 57 times 16. The answer in A is 912 meters squared. Times 18, over here 57 times 18. So I need this, which is 16 plus 2. Here, this is 57 times 2. So I add 114 plus 912, which is 1026. And the last one, it is 20. 20 is 16 plus 4. So I don't need 1, I don't need 2, I need 4, and I need 16. 912 plus 228 is equal to 1140. I know this question is a bit tricky, but once you understand what he's doing here, it's so easy for you to complete what should be done in A, B, and C. Again, if you have any question, please don't hesitate and send it to me. And we completed our lesson for today. Page 9 is done. Inshallah, on Monday we will be working on page 10, which is a homework for you. no need to submit it. It's not an assignment, just do it. So you will practice it on your own and we'll solve it together inshallah on Monday. Last thing, I just want to wish you a restful and good weekend inshallah, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Fi amanillah.